Hello, honey roses. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I feel like I haven't done a reading in a while, so let me just do a reading. It's gonna be whatever comes out. Let's see what they're talking about, what they're chatting about. Okay, let's see what they're chatting about. Spirit, come through. What do you have for our honey roses? I feel like I want to smell incense and I'm not burning it right now. But I am going to. But just not yet. I'll do it after this video. For the next episode. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Okay, let's see. What do you want them to know? I just heard that song by Mary J. Blige. Share my world, don't you leave. Promise I'll be. Alright. Promise we'll be together, don't you have no fear. Something like that. I think I might have messed up the words a little bit, but y'all know the song. You do. You do if you're supposed to. It's probably called Share My World. Share my world, don't you leave. Promise I'll be here forever, don't you have no fear. Something like that. Something like that. I have the Tower, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, ooh, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Somebody has something to say. This could be a, your counterpart is here, and y'all ready to do a thing together. Like, excuse me, we got this. That's what I'm hearing. You about to see a plot twist. Oh, so good. Words are so good. They mean so much. Like, you can, like, create a whole new world with some words. It's amazing. Yeah, it's time. It's time for couples, divine couples, to unite. For like mass activation to take place. Because, you know, when there's two divine people come together, it shakes up the earth. It's like a volcano. There's a volcanic reaction in the atmosphere that takes place. Like volcanoes erupt, right? Because one just did erupt in, I believe it was Hawaii, I think. It was over there. But you know, this is just that time. We're just beautiful and wonderful, and things are happening, things are changing. It could seem very nerve-wracking and scary to many, but at the same time, it's like beautiful chaos. Because at the end of it all, oh, beautiful, beautiful roses bloom. And I feel like it's like cosmic roses. It's cosmic. Cosmic, the cosmic rose. That's what it is. Yes, yes. Love. There it goes. Okay. It sounds and feels so good in my mind before I say it. I had to smile first before I get it out. Okay. So, is this too loud? I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay. This is a beautiful scenery. Beautiful. But anyway. Love is the highest frequency. Love heals. Love ignites passion. It's like very fiery. Fire purifies. Fire is purification, right? So when divine couples come together and align, ooh, wow, ooh, wee. Oh, so beautiful. It's so amazing. Let me tell you why. Because the love is real, right? And that frequency of love emits into the, I was going to say the atmosphere, but it emits into the environment. And then it like transmits through to the universe and awakens. I feel like the extraterrestrials hear the love frequency and they start to ride the wave to come down here and help us. So this is why many loving relationships need to become one. They need to come together so we can take the trash out. You heard that? You know that's the garbage truck, right? It's time to take the trash out. And by divine unions coming together, believe it or not, that love frequency, when it's real love and it's not like fake love, it's not like, what can you do for me lately? Not that. It's not that. It is divine love. Divine love raises the frequency. So the more beautiful people come together as one and love each other, support each other, and activate that love frequency, the easier it will be for us to combat this war that's happening right now. And you see, they're trying to make it seem like a race war, but it's really a spiritual war. The whole race thing is it's a distraction. So anytime you hear race war, it's really, they kind of turn it into that, but it's really a spiritual war. Okay, it's always spiritual warfare. Okay, now let's see what else is happening here, because nobody has time for it. So we're gonna activate and eliminate and throw the trash out. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, makes me feel like that. Okay, so what else am I seeing here? Divine unions heal, because there's so much love in a true divine union that it really does send signals out. And when the signals are sent out, it becomes contagious to those around you. Okay, so when people feel and see love, they're more prone to desire it. So when there's like a good role model of couples that are seen, it like can motivate people to also want that. Right now, there's this phase where we're seeing more so like this fling type thing, this like situationship activity that's on high right now. So people are not really putting titles on relationships so much. It's kind of like just sex and just like hookups, but it's not real love and it's very empty. So not only does that affect the consciousness, I feel like it also really puts it suppresses love, and it makes people feel like that's the right way to go, so that they like kind of don't get their feelings hurt. There's a lot here about emotional stability and safety and not feeling safe. So if one just gets into situationships instead of relationships and putting a title on it, then it makes them feel as though they don't have too much to worry about, because I'm not with you anyway. So it gives them almost like an easy exit, and it helps them to put on this facade as if they don't care, when many people actually do. Okay? And some that just are in that mode of body hopping on a regular basis, like actually having a desire to be with multiple energies on a regular basis. I can't say that people like that are not in the love frequency, but it becomes distorted, because you can't really activate it the right way if you can be in a mindset of using somebody as opposed to loving someone. It distorts the love frequency. So I can't necessarily excuse me I can't necessarily say that people who do body hop don't know love, but it's just a distortion, and then you don't know where that energy is coming from. Like, why are they body hopping? Why do they want to be sexual with multiple people? Is it just like a fleshly thing where they just want the feeling, or is there something missing, like spirit wise? Like, do they feel a void? Is it because a family member is not around, they was missing a father, or missing a mother, or was it because that's what their environment taught them to body hop? Like, you have to understand, because people that do that, it doesn't mean that they completely just have a cold heart. It doesn't always mean that, but it could mean that in their subconscious mind there's information stored there where it has become a belief that it's the right thing for them to do. So you see the difference between the two? It's like it's not like they don't know how to love their family or anything like that. It's just that their love or their approach to love or their thoughts about love is distorted, so they move in a certain way. So this is why when divine unions come together, the frequency that divine love, that true love emits, is so beautiful that it helps change the frequency of the earth, and it also heals Mother Earth. Mother Earth is healed from the love frequency. Everything, and we are all, and everything is connected. We are all in union. We are all here together. The birds, the bees, the trees, the fish in the sea. Okay, everything is all connected. So if we all adapt to love, the trees begin to flourish. There'll be less violence, less stress, less frustration, more support. One reason I feel that many people are stressed is because they don't have anybody to lean on if they become weak or if they need something. No matter if it's financial or like emotional, anything like that. When you feel like you don't have anybody to be there for you, to support you, it makes you feel a little more weak because you don't have anybody to connect to, like on this what I want to say, from a perspective of humanity, like just bonding with one another and building these intimate relationships where you can actually be free to talk about, like, it's like bearing your soul and expressing how you really feel. You know how many people need to do that and they don't because they feel like they don't have anybody? Like right now, how society is in this space of, oh, you did something wrong, like, then, or you don't feel good, oh, you're weak. We're human. These emotions are all over the place, and we have to learn how to maintain them to the best of our ability. But imagine how you feel when you feel down. Wouldn't it be nice to talk to somebody that you feel like could hear you without being like judged? You know how many people would like that and don't have it? You know how many people feel bad about something that they did and they wish they could talk to somebody about it just to vent and feel human instead of feeling like a spectacle? And this is a small thing that many people don't have, but if they did have it, their life could improve. So when we learn how to speak from a place of love to each other instead of ridicule and like pointing the finger and making one feel like completely dumb, like, you know, from a mistake or from something, some belief that has been implanted in their subconscious mind and they didn't even know, that's not right. Because if that happened to you, you wouldn't want that, right? Treat people as you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. It's like when we move and we treat people a certain way, how you treat that person, ask yourself, is that how I want to be treated before you speak? And then we'll start to treat each other better if you think like that. Because you know how you want to be treated, with love and respect, and just to keep it simple. And if you treat other people if you treat other people in such a way with love and respect, not only will you get it back, but you will also show how you treat yourself. So like these divine unions, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be romantic, even though that's what I'm seeing here is romantic. But any divine union, when you are in union, no matter if it's like a business partnership, you know, or a spiritual partnership, a friendship, family, when it's divine and it's aligned, that's love. That's love. You can love your friend. You can love your family. You can even have some love for those that you work with every day. Or you could actually be able to say, I love you, because you love your people. Some people, it's hard for them to say, I love you, right? And they think it's weird. I noticed that. And that just shows that they are someone who didn't get that. They didn't get that love. I had a friend like that before. And she wasn't used to me hugging her and telling her I love her, and she liked it, but she would tense up like, oh no, what is this? It was like, wait, why are you doing this? That's how she felt, and I could tell. And then she was like, you know, like, I feel like you're my sister, like I could talk to you. And you know, I didn't get that growing up. I didn't get love. I didn't get hugs. I didn't get kisses. So that's new to me. I don't really know how to take it, but it's like she took it and she appreciated it, but she still felt distorted because it wasn't the norm for her to get so much love from a friend or from anyone for that matter. And that's just how I am. So I'm not just like this with certain people. I'm a lover. That's who I am. But Spirit taught me how to fight too. Like, you know, in the Spirit, they taught me how to do that. But I was just straight love at one point, and that was messing me up. So I was like, okay, I need some alignment because it's not going to work. But what I'm saying here is the more you treat people how you want to be treated, you are helping to raise the frequency of the earth. The more that we stick to from a place of love, it's love and war though. See, our ancestors, they fought war with love because they didn't even really want to do it. Like, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to fight for love? We're fighting for our land that is filled with love. Why do we have to do this when it's already ours? Why do we have to fight so hard for what is ours? That goes to show how powerful you are and how much treasure you have inside of you if you have to fight for yourself. That means that that means that people are trying to take you. They're trying to take everything that defines you. So literally, you're fighting for your own mind. You're fighting for your own beliefs, like your own true beliefs that come from your lineage and from your truth and from your core, come from what you're passionate about, come from you. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. So the more we learn to love each other, the more we contribute to the vibration of the earth raising. And as we raise our vibration, the earth gets stronger. Do you know? Ooh, I'm getting chills. Do you know that when we do this, the earth begins to help us in this war? The birds, the bees, the trees, everything begins to work for us. And many of you might not even understand that, but if you understand that we are one, once you tap into that concept alone, we are everything. We are everything. The universe, nature, the ocean. We are everything. Everything is connected. Great. I know, isn't it wonderful and amazing? Now, all we have to do is learn to love and learn to be passionate about what's most important in life. And when we do that together, we raise the frequency with love. And it's like, when you raise the frequency from a place of love, when it's time to fight, you know what you're fighting for. You know what you're fighting for, and you go hard for what you love. Whew. I'm getting very emotional about this. It's making me feel like, argh. It's like, That's how I feel, because we can see it. We can see what's happening. Why do you have to fight for yourself? Look how you are a, like, $1 billion with feet. You just a walking bag of money. Literally. In all types of ways. Various ways. Like, you are a wonderful investment. And then, don't be one that actually is fluid in your gifts. Oh, they want you. They want you. Because you know how to do it. You don't have to be taught how to do it. You know how to do it. Then they just going to tell you how to use what you got. When you should be responsible to use what you have how you want to use it. Not anyone else. You. Build your house the way you see fit, without anyone's input or nonsense. Okay? We must build relationships off the foundation of love. Together alone, if we do that, we rise above. We don't have to try too hard because love will speak for us. And then, once we show each other love, the earth beneath our feet will feel that love and begin to activate along with us. That's how powerful our frequency is. Oh my gosh. Didn't I say you walk a walking $1 billion bag of money with feet? That's why you look tasty, good enough to eat. They just want you. They want you. You have to guard yourself. Guard yourself. Only align with those who love you. Only align with those who accept love into their lives and are willing to give it back, even if they're not used to love. I remember my grandfather. He was one that was not used to love, and he was so funny. God rest his soul. But he was funny. He would tell me these crazy stories, and I would be laughing because he was old, and he was just telling his old stories. But he had a sense of humor, and he liked to laugh, and he was just funny. But he didn't really know love because he didn't get love when he was younger like that. He didn't get it. So every time we would hang up the phone, in my early years, I didn't talk to him that much. But as I got older, I began to talk to him more. And then our conversations got deeper because I was old enough to handle what he was talking about, because he had no filter. So I would tell him I love him at the end of the conversation, and the conversation was fluid. Everything was fine. But once I got to the point where I said I love him, he got uncomfortable, and he would push out. He would push it out or mumble it. At first it was a mumble. I love you. I said, what? I love you. And then he would hang up. And I thought that was so funny. And after many conversations that we had on the phone, during the time of his last days being on earth, he actually said, I love you freely, and he didn't push it out like it was hard. He didn't say, I love you. Like, that's how it used to be like, you sound like James Brown. Like that. That's how he pushed it out. Because he felt uncomfortable. And I just thought that was funny because I knew why. And I just thought it was funny. I did. But I always said it. It didn't stop me. And I would always say, wait, say it again? Because I was trying to help him to find his love inside. Say it again. I didn't hear you. Say it. I know what he said. But long story short, the last time I told him I love him and he told me he loved me, he said, I love you too, baby. And he said he didn't push it out. He said it. And it was free. And he was free. Oh, beautiful soul. He was free at that point. And I'm so happy that he was able to say I love you with such peace the last time I spoke with him. Oh, memories. That's a cuddly memory for me. Because he said I love you and he didn't push it out like James Brown. But anyway, that's why these divine unions are important. So I want you to think about that when you interact with people. Love is power. Don't think love is weak. People be thinking wrong. That's what they got. That's what they want you to think, so we could be trying to throw bows against our brothers and sisters. No, that's not the war we're supposed to fight. Okay? I'll see you in the next message.